Hello, this is Miss Karen, your English teacher. Today we're going to practice how to write sentences. Sentences in the simple past. And how to correct your work to get a grade out of 25. When you look at this paper, you can see that there are two sentences written. 1, 2. You can also see at the top of the paper that the student wrote her name. So that's what I would like you to do if you have a paper like this too. Or if you're simply writing your sentences in a notebook like this, you need to follow the same instructions and write your name at the top. The student's name here is Maya. She wrote her first name, then she wrote her last name, Chevrier. Right, Kitty? Right. And her class number. Next, she wrote a title for the work, Sentences in the Simple Past Tense. And the date in English, you write the date where you are now. Look at this. This is how you get your points. At the end, when you correct, it says here, circle 0 or 1. Did the student write his or her first name? It's either 0 point, like uh-oh, no name, or 1 point, yay, the first name is written. Next, point 0 or 1. Did the student write his or her last name? Last name, Chevrier. So we circle yes, 1. Yay! Good. Let's keep going. Here, again, 0 or 1. Did the student write the class number? Class number. Right there, 506. The answer is yes, so they get 1 point. So it's 1 point for the first name, 1 point for the last name, 1 point for the class number, 1 point for the title, and 1 point for the date. If it's all right, the student gets 5 on 5. Now we're ready to begin our first sentence. And the first sentence gets 10 points if it's perfect. So does the second sentence, for a total of 25. Let's have a look here. Write your first sentence here. So the sentence has to be in the past tense. Point. You get 0 points or 1 point. Is there a capital letter at the beginning of the sentence? Let's have a look. Zoom in here. Is that a capital letter? Yes. So the person gets 1 point. Next, circle 0 or 3. Is the verb underlined in this sentence? Well, there's a word underlined. Is it a verb? Yes. If it's a verb, it gets 3 points. So now our total is 1 plus 3 is 4. Is the verb spelled correctly and in the simple past? Well, let's see here. Yesterday, my mother and I walked our wonderful dog, Max. Walked. W-A-L-K-E-D. That is the simple past of the verb to walk. So yes, it's spelled properly. And so, is the verb spelled correctly and in the simple past? Yes, it is. So it's 5 points. If it wasn't written properly, it would be 0. Let's count. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 5 is 9. Let's continue here. How do we get our last point to get to 10? It says here, is there a period at the end of this sentence? 1 point if it's yes, 0 points if it's no. And I see a period. Great. So we circle 0. 10 on 10. So this person, if you were to correct this person's work, they would have 10 on 10 for the sentence and 5 on 5 for having written first name, last name, class, title, date in English with a capital letter. So now this person has a total of 15 points because 5 plus 10 is 15. Let's keep going and see how to get the extra 10 points. Write your second sentence here. This morning I jumped out of my warm bed. Is this sentence in the past tense? Yes, it is. Jumped is the past, just like yesterday is the past. So this morning, let's look if there's a capital letter. Is there a capital letter at the beginning of this sentence? Yes, there is. So, do we circle 0 or 1? That's right, we circle 1. Next, circle 0 or 3. Is the verb underlined in this sentence? Well, there is a word underlined. Is the word a verb? Yes. And so, congratulations, you got 3. Next, is the verb spelled correctly and in the simple past? Is the past tense of the verb to jump jumped? Yes, it is. And so the person gets 5. Let's count what we're up to now. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 5 is 9. Yes. Let's continue. Looking for a period here. Is there a period at the end of this sentence? Yes, there is. So this person gets 1 more point for a total of 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 5 is 9, plus 1. Yay! 10 on 10. Amazing! 5 plus 10 is 15, plus another 10 equals 25 on 25. Amazing work. And you can see in this case that this test is signed by a different person, corrected by Robert Lalonde. So the person who did the test is Maya Chevrier and is corrected by another student. This is just one example of how to get all your marks on your sentences. Now let's look at another example. Okay? Okay. Here's the next paper. Let's move this one out of the way. And let's look here at what we have. We have another example. Now you can quickly see that the total here is 22 out of 25. Here it was 9, 9, and 4. So let's see what happened here. What went wrong? What were the mistakes that happened? Did the person write his or her first name? Yes. So 1 point. Good. Is the last name written? Yes. Bédard. So, is it 0 or 1? That's right, it's 1. Let's continue. Did the student write the class number? Uh-oh. The class number is not written. So we have to give this person 0. Next. Did the student write a title for the work? What was the title supposed to be? Well, it's sentences in the past tense, of course. So, it's 1 point. So far we have 1, 2, 3. And last thing is, did the student write the date in English? February 17th, 2015. So the answer there is yep. So we circle 1. And the total is 4 on 5. So that's not too bad, but it's much better to get 5 on 5 here. You just have to fill in all the spots properly. Let's look at the first sentence here. Last weekend I swam in a cold swimming pool. Let's see what's going on with this sentence here. So remember, we already peeked and we know that that person got 9 on 10. But let's see what went wrong. Is there a capital letter at the beginning of the sentence? Yes. Circle 1. Is the verb underlined in this sentence? There's a word underlined, but is it a verb? Yes, it is, because swam is in the past tense from the verb to swim. Circle 3. Next, is the verb spelled correctly? Yes, it is. And if you're not sure, you can check your resources, which is the back of your book, your verb lists, dictionary, or you can ask your teacher. I swam in a cold swimming pool. Last one here. Is there a period at the end of this sentence? Is there a period? Uh-oh. No period. Darn. So we have to put 9 on 10 in the total here, because that has to be 0. And this adds up to 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 5 is 9, plus 0. So it's 9. Let's look at the next sentence. On Tuesday, I went to my hockey practice with my dad in his blue car. Wow, that's a long sentence. That's wonderful. We have some adjectives here. Blue car, just like over here. Cold swimming pool. Let's have a look here. How did this person lose 1 point? Is there a capital letter at the beginning of this sentence? No. This person, Joey forgot to put a capital letter. So he only gets 0. No 1. On Tuesday, I went to my hockey practice. Went. Is the verb underlined? Yes. 3 points. Is the verb spelled correctly? Yes. 5 points. W-E-N-T. That's the past tense of the verb to go. Good job. Next. Is there a period at the end of the sentence? Yes, there is. Good job. 1 point. So this adds up all to 0 plus 3 plus 5 is 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 on 10. And then we add the total of everything together. 4 plus 9 plus another 9 equals 22 on 25. And this test was corrected by Fred. So Fred wrote his name here. Now, of course, Miss Karen did write all of these examples herself. But that's just to show you how it's done. I would like you now to write your own sentences. I want you to follow the example you just saw. So I want you to have here a title where it's supposed to be. I'm going to show the proper one here. This is the good example. And we'll put our little cat over here, maybe over here where there's no shadow as much. There. And we can show here that we have the title, like I said, first name, last name, class number, first sentence, second sentence in the simple past, and somebody else will correct your sentence. Your sentences, this one and this one, and give a total on 25. I hope you enjoyed learning about how to write sentences in the simple past and what Miss Karen wants you to do. Good luck! If you're not sure what to do, watch the video many times. Bye-bye for now.